You know, one thing I get asked a lot, I get asked so many times, especially throughout my years of making YouTube content. I've been asked how, for those of you out there who know me on a somewhat more personal level, how do I have the time to make YouTube videos? Because here's a little bit about me. I'm married. I have kids. I work a full-time 9 to 5 that usually can be 40 to 50, sometimes more hours a week. I play soccer every week. I go to the gym multiple times a week. I am in graduate school right now. I play video games almost on a daily basis, usually for like an hour when everyone's asleep and it's already pretty darn late. Not the best health choice, but hey, you know, you got to balance work and fun, right? I do a lot of things, and there's a really good chance that you're watching this video because maybe for 2025, your resolution was to start a YouTube channel and get started in creating the content that you've envisioned in your head, but you don't know how you're gonna make the time to do so. So I'm gonna tell you what I do to manage my time. It has taken me years to figure out a system that works for me, that allows me to make content for YouTube, but also enjoy the other parts of my life. And I want the same for you. By the way, what I'm about to walk you through right now is not just for anyone out there with busy lives. If you have a lot of free time on your hands and you just wanted to make YouTube content, this is incredibly helpful. So again, let's go. All right, so number one, you've made your channel, you've got your channel or whatever, blah, blah, blah. Your channel's ready to go. You're at the point now where you're ready to start making content and you got your idea jammed up here in your head. The first thing that I do as soon as I have my idea is I go ahead and write it all down. All right. And what you're looking at right here is an outline of a video that I recently did that was sponsored by Elgato. This video is not sponsored by anybody. This is coming here from my heart because I really love y'all, okay? I did this video for Elgato about the Stream Deck Plus and its ability to be a singular device to manage your audio and also drive productivity. And so I had to sit here and think about how am I going to present this to my audience, because I'll be very honest with you. The first video I did for this topic was almost 30 minutes long. If you go into making a YouTube video with zero plan, you're gonna take a topic that you could probably cover in a matter of 5 to 10 minutes and probably double or triple the length of the video. And sometimes people just don't wanna watch that long of a video. I don't know. When I'm looking up content on YouTube for a specific topic and I find a video that is 15, 20, 30 minutes long, I'm sure a lot of work went into that video, but it's a little too long for me because I got way too much shit going on. All right, so I write the outline down. Okay, now I've got the outline down. I do that usually on day 1. Day 2, and maybe even a combination of day 3, I script it all out. As you can see right here, I literally script out the entire video from beginning to end. And what I do is one bullet point at a time. And then also because I'm trying to hit a certain target in length of video without sacrificing content or context, I rehearse it right then and there. I finish the paragraph, I read the whole thing at the speed I know I'm going to talk as when I'm recording the video, and I time it. This intro took me about 1 minute and 5 seconds to read through, and so I make a little comment right here on the side. That way at the end of it all, I can tally everything up and get an idea for how long this video now is going to be. And let me tell you, doing this method, I took this video from 30 minutes to, I want to say, maybe 12 to 13 minutes. Let's validate that real quick. 11 minutes and 49 seconds. I went from 30 minutes to 11 minutes and 49 seconds. Major difference. I slashed more than half the time of the video by planning the outline, putting the outline together, and scripting the video out. Now, you don't have to script, but I definitely recommend that you do an outline. So day 1, I outlined a video, planning, right? Day 2, I script the whole thing. Day 3, I record the A-roll, and A-roll is what you're looking at right now. It's the main shot that you see throughout the entirety of a video, such as this one, where it's just me kind of talking into my camera, pretending like millions of people are watching this, right? But then once I'm done recording A-roll, I upload everything into my video editor of choice. And for me, that is DaVinci Resolve. All right, you can get this for free. It's an amazing video editor. It does have somewhat of a steep learning curve, but I promise you, once you get the hang of it, it is incredible. But hey, use whatever you feel is best for you and your experience. For example, you see a couple of different blue segments or blue lines here, blue tracks, right? The long, consistent one here, without all the stuff in between broken up, is my A-roll. I upload every clip into DaVinci Resolve and I edit the video down to length. That means I cut out any ums, any weird sounds that come out of my mouth, any weird moments of awkward silence, anything at all that makes the video sound poorly done, or just sounds weird, or just doesn't even belong to begin with, or maybe there's a segment that you put down on paper and all of a sudden it just doesn't make sense to be there anymore. I cut it all out and I edit the video down to length. That's day 3. On day 4, I plan my B-roll, and this has been one of the most productive, time-saving things I have ever done in all the years of making videos here on YouTube, because in the past, I would just wing B-roll. I would just wing it. And then I would sit down and upload my B-roll, add it to the timeline, and then think, oh my God, but wait, no, there's another shot I really want to capture. So I got to stop that, take my camera off the gosh dang stand and go record the B-roll, and then come back. And I would find myself bunny hopping back and forth a whole bunch, losing so much time. So let me show you how I do this now. And I got to thank some random person out there on the internet, or some major influencer or YouTuber. I don't remember who, but I got this from someone else. Because what I do now, and I highly recommend you do the same, is you see all these little blue tick marks at the top of the timeline right over here. These are markers, okay? So once I've got my video edited down to length, if you will, I play the video and I watch it from beginning to end. And every single time I find a spot where I want some sort of a B-roll shot in, I pause it, I add a marker, and I label the marker what the B-roll shot should be. Now, for some weird reason, both display capture and window capture in OBS are not capturing the marker box that I see but is invisible to you. But when you add your marker in, a box pops up with the timestamp and a description box, or a name box, if you will. I type in the name box what that B-roll shot should be. So for example, this little ticker right over here, this marker right over here, is labeled as USB hub setup. That means it's a shot of me connecting the Elgato USB hub to the back of the Stream Deck Plus. And I do that for the entire video, beginning to end. Now, the only thing that I feel is a little bit still inefficient here that I'm still working on is that I then translate all of that onto paper so that I have a list of all of my B-roll, or I type it into my phone in my notes app, okay? And then that's it. Day 4, we're done. All I'm doing on day 4 is just planning out my B-roll, nothing else. On day 5, I record B-roll. All right, I either look at the notes app and go from the top to the bottom and start recording that way, or if I have it on a piece of paper, I do that. And then I immediately, once I'm done recording all of my B-roll, I upload that content into my computer, and then I upload that into DaVinci Resolve. But not only do I upload it into DaVinci Resolve, I have to be organized about it, okay? Because what you see right here is all of my A-roll video and my A-roll audio, and then I make an additional bin by right-clicking here. Again, I don't understand why you can't see this. You're just gonna have to trust me, okay? But if you right-click here, there's an option that says new bin. You create a new bin, and it creates a new folder for you, right? So I have a bin called B-roll. Oh my God, would you look at that? I double-click in, and here is all of my B-roll for this video, organized, separated away from my A-roll, making it much easier for me to find when it's ready for me to add in to my timeline, which I do on day 6. But not only do I add my B-roll into the timeline on day 6, I also check my audio, make sure that all the levels are right, that there's a good fair balance between my voice and any sort of music that I may have potentially added in the background. And once that's all taken care of, the processing is good, the video sounds great, the video looks great, I export it right then and there. And while the video is exporting, I make my thumbnail and I kind of start thinking about the title. Now, people will tell you that that's not the way you should do it, that you should create your title and thumbnail first and then work on everything else I just talked about. And that's true. That's what they'll tell you. I don't necessarily always do that, but because I think it has something to do with the fact that I just suck at coming up with titles and thumbnails. So I wait for the video to be done and use the video as my gateway into thumbnail and title nirvana. And then on day 7, I upload and I'm done. And I'm back to the drawing board and I think about my next video. And then the following day, day 1, we start all over again. So that's it. That's how I do my content. Everybody who's been asking me for a long time, how do you make the time? How do you do it? That's how I do it. I do 1 step a day. Simple as that. I stay organized, and it has made my life a hell of a lot easier when it comes to creating videos here on YouTube. And again, Maybe you don't have a 9 to 5. Maybe you're not a full-time worker. Maybe you don't have family. You don't have kids. You're not in school. That's okay. This doesn't just work for people with busy lives. This works for anybody making videos on YouTube. So I hope you found this helpful. This has helped me out tremendously. And I really sincerely, from the bottom of my heart, hope that you find it helpful as well. Get out there, you start making some goddamn videos. All right. And you know what? Even better, when you make your video, your first video, drop that link in the comment section below because I want to see what you're up to. All right. Keep your friends close and your enemies closer, you motherfuckers. And that's exactly what the fuck we're going to do. I wish you all the best. Have a good time out there. Have fun. I love making videos. And for those of you who've been here with me for a while, I don't usually make content like this. So if you like this video and you like this kind of content, or maybe you're new to the channel and you found it very helpful, please just let me know in the comment below and hit that like button. It helps the algorithm, you know the drill. But seriously, drop a comment, because if you do like this kind of content, I have a whole lot more to offer to make your life a lot easier when it comes to being a content creator. But until next time, be good to yourselves, be good to one another. Peace out.